Hey guys, it's Trisha. Welcome back to my channel. So today's look is going to be the one that I'm wearing currently. This is the fall inspired look that I created. My main inspiration for this look was the colors of changing leaves. So as you can see, I've incorporated some red, some yellow, some orange into the eye look. So I really like how it turned out, and if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, I'm first going to start off by applying this Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation, and this is in the shade Shell Ivory. And to blend that out, I'll be using this Morphe M439 brush. And next, going in with my NARS Soft Matte Concealer to conceal any pimples that I have. Next, I'm going to be putting on my eye primer, just using this one from Mary Kay, and following that by setting my face with this Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the color 12 Buff Beige. Now that the face is set, I'm going to start in with the eye makeup. So first I want to start with something really yellow. I'm going to be focusing on like yellow, orange, and red tones in this look. So I'm going to be starting in with this color from the NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow palette to use this yellow transition in my crease. As you can see, I'm also bringing the yellow color down sort of towards the inner corner of the eye, just to make sure that there's a really good crease going all the way to the inner corner as well. Now that the yellow color is laid down, I'm going to be going in with a deeper yellow shade. I'm going to be using the Morphe Kathleen Lights palette, and in here you'll see this color right here. It's sort of a warm mustardy yellowish brown, so I'm going to be using this to deepen the crease even further. And I'm making sure to keep this a little bit lower in the crease, so if you'll see, the yellow comes up right to about here. I'm making sure to keep my brush right in this lower part so that there's a nice gradient once it's all blended out. Now I'm just going back in with the original brush that we used for the yellow, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is blended out between the two colors. Next, I'm going to be going in with sort of that deep red color that you see on the leaves when they start to change. And for that, I'm going to be using this Colourpop Super Shock Shadow. This is in the color Paradox. I believe this was in last year's fall collection, but you can use any sort of color that is reminiscent of this one. It looks a little bit more purple in the pan, but as you see when I swatch it, it comes off really a bit more deep reddish orange. So I'll be placing this in the outer V to give my eye some more depth. And now using the brush that I used for the warm mustardy color just to blend out the crease. Now I'm going to be cutting the inner lid just from here to where the red eyeshadow starts. And for that I'll be using my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. First putting this down, and then I'll be going in with another eyeshadow on top of that. And to set that concealer, I'm going to be going in with this shade from the Morphe 35F palette. If you'll notice, I'm patting the shadow on, not rubbing back and forth, because I don't want to move that concealer and I want to get the intensity of the eyeshadow, so it's important just to really pat it in. So now that that color is on, I'm going to be going back into this Colourpop shadow, the red one, just to re-intensify the outer V and to blend the gold and the red together, and I'll just be using my finger to do that. And just bringing that red into the crease a little bit more with this same brush. So this is the finished eye look on top. Now I'm going to be going in with this orange rusty color on the bottom to bring in more of that orange fall leaf color. And to do that, I'll be using a thicker pencil brush from Morphe. And I will be bringing this color in about 3/4 of the way, so about to here. And now just to add a little bit more depth to the lash line on the bottom and on the top, I will be using this dark warm brown from Colourpop. This is called Seeker. And to do that, I'll be using this small precise brush from Real Techniques. And putting this really, really close to my bottom lash line. I'll also be using that same color on the upper lash line using just a winged liner brush. So you can see the difference that makes. On this eye I have it on the top and this one not, so it just gives a little bit more definition to the upper lash line. Now going in with that first blending brush that we used for the yellow color and just making sure that everything around the edges is blended. Lastly, to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner, I'm going to be going in with this color from the 35F palette and then throwing on some mascara to finish off the look. And for mascara, I'm going to be using a combination of two mascaras, this one being the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise and this one being the Maybelline Beige. So if you have a little bit of mascara on your lids or on your lower lash line, don't panic. This always happens to me because my lashes are really long. So just let it sit for a good while until it's fully dry, and then you can take a Q-tip and remove the mascara. For me, I usually use waterproof mascara, so sometimes it's a bit more difficult, and then I'll have to go in a little bit more with the eyeshadow, but let's see how it goes this time. Alright, moving on to brows, I'm going to be filling them in using the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. This is number 2. And then I'm going to set my brows using the Make Me Brow from Essence. Alright, now the brows are done, so it's time to finish up the face. I'm going to be going in with this bronzer from the Sleek Contour Kit. This is in the color Light. Now for blush, I'm going to be going in with this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush, and this is in the color Apricot in the middle. And I think it's a nice one to go to this look because it's a little bit more peachy and will fit in with the warmth of the eyes. Now for highlighter, I'm going to be going in with the same highlighter that we used for the brow bone and for the inner corner. Now I will be setting my face makeup with this NYX setting spray. This is in the matte version. And lastly for the lips, I'm going to be going in with this lip liner from Colourpop. This is in the color Skimpy. And for the lipstick, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Color Reach lipstick, and this is in the color 800 Fairest Nude. Alright, so this is the finished look. I really like how it turned out. It's really a lot of warm tones and it's really fall. So I like it. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone and hopefully you guys were inspired by it as well. So if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any further videos that I do. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!